All right, welcome back. We made it. We made it again. What is this? Number 6.
That's up. Number 6.
Right. That. Ain't nobody assassinating on us yet. So I guess we're doing all right.
Going through the right path.
Still alive in a living color.
Yeah. All right. Y'all know this is. It's Jamal. I got my usual cohorts. I got Shango, aka Goat.
The coat.
And Tati King,
A.K.A.
the Bahamas #1 male cutter.
Your friends there, eh?
You all get it right. We also have a special guest in the building.
Oh, Lord.
Another special guest in the building.
We got one.
That is not.
There's a chocolate. This is like a little chocolate pig in here.
Stop that, man. Introduce yourself.
Hi, everybody. My name is Nissy.
Oh, Lord.
Right.
AKA Pink Dolphin Gang on Instagram.
Also known as Chocolate City.
What you call it a while ago? Chocolate piglet?
Chocolate piglet. They can't. Listen to me, baby. Listen to me.
Oh, boy.
Y'all know the cut out of carrot go. This is another beautiful setting. And y'all, point again, listen to me. Right now, my foot done fused with my shoe because I'm melting. She is so beautiful. Ay, Ay.
All right. That's yeah. Everybody, let me know how your week was.
Starting from.
Shango. Go ahead.
I had a great week, until yesterday.
Oh shit!
Yeah, that's some setting up.
Yeah.
Damn.
Enough respect still.
Man. Anyway, everybody, Shango had he had a loss in his extended family. When I say extended family, I mean, his girlfriend, she lost a brother. And yeah, they was going through it yesterday. So, what his name is, right?
Nicholas Patrick.
Rest in peace.
Rest in peace.
To that brother.
Condolences to the family.
Condolences to the families, all the families involved. Damn. Where do we go from there? King, how about you?
Well, my week wasn't. I ain't had that kind of week. My week was alright. Until the day that my week became amazing.
I know you just can't say that.
Why?
You need to stop.
I mean, another new setting this week again. Another new setting. But the only difference is why I say that my week was good until the day and it's amazing now because the new setting is in the building. What's happening, setting? Listen to me, this don't mind me. Let's just.
You want some water? Gatorade? Something with some
Oh, boy, I get sons. I am tasty. Different setting. But on the real note, though, yeah, man, my week, like I said, I meet another new setting. She cool, nice personality and all these things. But she impressed me. Mentally, yeah, man. Yeah, much conscious. I meet much conscious females on this road.
But when you say conscious, you mean
open-minded. Open-minded.
In the traditional sense of the word, because I think the word conscious means to be aware.
To be aware.
Not traditional, but in the ancient setting.
All right. I just wondering because,
Or in a natural setting. But
do you consider yourself to be conscious, ma'am?
Yeah, I think so. Every day, through life experience, you're trying to grow with your awareness, understand stuff differently, consciousness. So, yeah, I agree.
Well, I know. We had a conversation the other day, and you sounded like you was kind of half and half to me.
No. Not in. Oh, if you're talking about that topic, no.
No, you ain't got to call that topic. Please.
All right.
Please.
All right.
leave that right there for now.
Leave that right there.
That's a different one.
All right.
Different show.
What we can do now, I mean, we had a kind of like a slow week this week in the news and things, but there was something going around on social media. But, like, the minute I saw it, I thought it was bullshit. And anybody who have a little bit of common sense could figure out that it was bullshit. But apparently, not a lot of people was able to figure that out.
No.
So, we can discuss it right quick. That the video of the young man, I guess, he was working on a celebration for a short period of time, and he had this video where he was talking about the salary was $50 a month, and he had a photo of a contract, and I just looked at it briefly and saw $50. Let's say wages, like $50 a month, something like that. And I was like, immediately, I just looked down and saw something about gratuity.
Yeah.
And me as a person who
pays attention to
common sense.
Yeah, like it strike me as okay that's where the money is and the gratuity is. And I personally been on several cruises and I know how that gratuity is add up.
They would stick you.
I know when you get your bill at the end of the damn cruise, it'd be 4 or 5 pages long. Most of
it make that song for them.
You understand? But anyway, apparently a lot of people was outraged and they only look at the face value of the thing. Say $50 a month, that's slavery. You know, I guess a lot of people not, giving their opinion on it. And first I saw it, I didn't even give it a second thought. I just thought, this is a bunch of foolishness. Yeah. Obviously $50 a month, but the gratuity is where you make your money on a cruise ship.
But I can't see, minimum wage, we have a set minimum wage. And the U.S. or wherever the ship run between, have a set minimum wage. So at the end of the day, you can't legally pay nobody $50 a month. So that don't even make sense to me.
Well,
I guess that's why it's a contract, because both parties got to agree.
Well, yes, King, you don't say you can't legally do it, because people do plenty illegal things.
That's why I say they can't legally do it. Now they get stick, yeah.
Yeah, meaning that you have not only Bahamians on those cruise ships, but $50 a month for foreigners is a lot of money.
For a Guatemalan.
Yeah, so let's yeah. So with that being said, I don't know the full details, and I still, would love to get more to the bottom of it.
Familiar with it.
Yeah, and see exactly what is what, because you do have these cruise ships. Cruise ships most of the time don't make money. Like, they don't really deal with their employees. If you could see, the majority of employees do be foreigners.
Yeah, you're right.
So
all the big name cruise ships, same thing.
Yeah,
all the big name Carnival, all them same.
Yeah, because how they need they need to cater to the staff, and the staff needs to feel comfortable, and for them to do that, the type of catering and the type of customer service, whatever you need, kind of expensive. So for you to deal with certain things, you can't have no high-paying jobs, ain't much high-paying jobs on those cruise ships. So that is some of the reasons why you will have companies like the cruise ships licensed outside of places like the Bahamas.
Yeah, that's true.
So they gotta take advantage of.
I think a lot of ships register in the Bahamas, though.
Yeah, a lot.
You can see that flag on plenty of them.
Yeah, I agree.
Trust me, if you ever look, you can see that. But
the last cruise I've been on, I was in the
we do.
I think it has something to do with that.
Yeah, we do. That's what has to do with the licensing. Yeah.
A lot of them is licensed down here, but they sit.
Right. So.
All right.
So let's not disregard the video, what he's saying, until we all get to the bottom of it.
I feel like we could kind of get to the bottom of it.
Okay, go ahead.
All right. Since you appear to be aware of this situation.
I know the person, his agent. Not personally from a business point of view. I myself too have been going through the process to get on the Celebration cruise.
Okay.
First thing, they have hired at least over 100 Bahamians.
Okay.
Definitely over that.
Recently?
Yeah, the first training was about last year, and they took in about 70 kids, all under the age of most of them that I knew were about under 25.
Okay. With no kids and stuff like that.
With no job.
Okay, understood. Understood. Hey! You get me. You get me with that. Yeah, you get me. You get me.
With no job. One of my best friends went on the cruise ship. Now, with the down part of that is you're in a different environment, different setting.
Different setting.
Listen.
You ain't around your family anymore. You surrounded by people by different culture, nationality. You in a small closed-in space. You don't have that. You don't have that freedom that you want.
Or that
but the
luxury.
benefit is you saving.
I agree.
You making more than you was making.
You don't pay to live.
You don't pay to live. You
Right.
going to the United States
Free
every
meals.
day
I'm free meals.
for free.
That don't mean nothing.
No. A lot of them kids ain't never had that exposure anyway.
But I mean, going to the United States every day, you could go to the United States every day. When you come off the ship, you don't have no money to spend in the United
Exactly,
States.
but they should have money to spend because they what bills they have on the ship. I mean, and not aside from their personal thing,
But
you
have a
eat
gambling problem.
it. You can't do that on the ship. You
Oh,
work
people
there.
who work on the ship can't gamble?
No.
Oh, shit, how they can handle
That's,
payments?
well,
Then?
that's a Bahamian ship with true because you know we can't gamble in the Bahamas.
That's a
can't
different
gamble.
topic for a
That's
different
right.
setting.
But going back to the contract, yes. What I didn't like, what he did is they tell you this from the start. They tell you this from you start the process. When you first give in your resume, they tell you this. The only reason when you went and had the idea you want to go on the ship, somebody had to tell you about it, right?
I agree.
I believe that somebody on the ship tell him about it. I believe that he had some type of idea of what he was looking forward into. That's why I did it, because I know people who was doing it. He had some type of idea. You don't just say, "Oh, celebration, let me hop on." When you go and do your first interview, they tell you, and then when you go on the ship and meet the head of HR, this lady gives you
On the ship?
On the ship, you go on the ship for a second interview.
That's the lady, the name he called?
No, that's the
Okay.
agent
Okay.
who gets all the Bahamians straight.
Okay.
You go to the head of HR and you meet her, and she trying to see if you can handle the living standard. A lot of people get turned away when they show reaction of that when she tell you that you're living in these small quarters and you surrounded by hundreds of employees from different nationalities. They turn you away if you can't handle it, just so they could avoid backlash like this. So he can't tell me he didn't know this from the jump. And why? So you're trying to tell me the 50 Bahamians who work in the department he was in, which is waitress or waiter,
Food and beverage.
they work in $50 a month. They doing that for $50 a month still.
Yeah, that make no sense. You know how these can't buy.
Yeah.
Because they contract us for 6 months.
months.
Many Bahamians went through with their contract for 6 months. So you're trying to tell me they was on that ship for 6 months, only making $50 a month? Come on. And I blame the people who comment on this stuff and get all passionate. That's modern day slavery. He didn't last a month. He last what? Less than 2 weeks. He ain't never experienced a month to say that. You know.
He didn't even know he's gonna get
He
paid.
didn't know what he was going to get paid. I know people who personally worked in the same department as him, and she told me her paycheck was $1,500, her first paycheck. So, I need him. I want to talk to somebody who work on the ship in the same department as him, and I want them to explain to him, or I want them to be truthful that they did tell him everything, because when you go into that second interview, this lady comes on, she said, listen, if you can't handle this, don't come. You don't have to go through this process. I'm not a big political person, and I don't agree with a lot of things with the government, but they did try something to give us something to do. Ain't nothing to do well. Honestly. Only thing making money is funeral homes, bars, and what else?
The world's oldest profession.
Yeah, that. Ain't nothing to do well. So they give us a little bit of hope, a little bit of something to do to make money where we wasn't getting it nowhere else.
$1,500 a month. That's like $325 a week.
Yeah.
$1,500 a month for somebody
Who
working
is-
on a cruise
You ain't
ship
spending none.
who don't have much
Like, you ain't
responsibility,
spending
That's money.
who don't have no responsibility,
You good?
and you know,
So the contract be 6 months, you say?
Yeah, it's 6 months, and then you come off for 2 months, and then you decide if you want to go back on or off.
let me tell you something: $1,500 a month, you know, and you don't have to pay living expenses, food or whatever have you. Trust me, that's like $1 million.
Yeah, it's not bad, honestly.
But not to mention, it's a month process to get on the ship, you know. So you're trying to tell me in a month he didn't know he's getting $50 a month? It's a month process. You have to go to Nassau, get your visa. You do a week's 7-day training.
It's a specific kind of visa you have to have.
Yes.
So
C1,
C-months
D.
visa.
Yeah.
But let's not move away from it now. My question is, so the regular salary, like in the position he took, was it $50 a month?
Yes, that's the base salary for $50 a month.
So he didn't lie with that.
He didn't lie.
He didn't lie with that. So
I think he was misleading because he made it seem as if
that's it.
That's all you making.
Yeah.
And $50 a month is basically nothing.
That's nothing.
I agree. If that's all you was making, then you have a point.
6 months, you only make $300 in 6 months.
But I'm saying, like you said, you know someone who make $1,500 in their first month, so you might have neglected the other $1,450 you had the potential.
I don't even think the people who was on the internet even look at the piece which said gratuity. All they saw was
that's the first thing. After I see the $50 salary, the next thing I noticed was gratuity. I say, okay.
I think they saw $50 a month. You know, I don't want to talk about behemoths, but you know. There's Mr. Bigger Picture. They see
they don't read the fine print.
They don't read. They see $50. Oh my goodness, that's silly. They're doing it wrong. He was making zero, and now what he doing? He's a Facebook star.
Apparently he's a Facebook consultant now.
But how much he making a month now?
He's got paid reviews.
Oh, who's that? I missed that.
The fella in the video.
Oh, well, I know. I guess he just made noise about it. I guess, like you said, he was expecting some type of $1,500, $2,000 a month. Like I said, even if I can be honest with you, a job like that. I always see with me. I have kids. I have 5, but a job like that, like with no kids and no living expenses, that's plenty money.
You gotta be mentally prepared. I don't think he was mentally prepared for what he's interested in.
That's plenty money. That's plenty money. Even if it was $1,000 a month, that's plenty money. Now I don't know. He probably talk. I mean, I listen to him talk and I listen to his tone, and he seem like the type who does want to go out and buy Versace. No
man. You can't tell
he wants on them Cam Newtons. Yeah, he wants on them Cam Newtons.
Yeah, so
you can't tell that by listening to the fella talk, man.
All he says is clothing stylist fella might be a stylist.
No, I am just saying, like, he probably thought, like, every time he make a trip, like, he's supposed to come out and then
come with something fresh. You want to be fresh up.
I can't tell that by listening to him talk. Now, what I can tell by listening to him talk is he got a little bit of extra lisp.
He got too much ass and he
don't. A lot of going on in them. So, at the end of them words.
So, what are you trying to imply?
That's all I said. And the fella he might be tied tongue.
Well, no implications. What are you trying to allude to?
He might be tied tongue. I don't know.
Tied tongue. Okay.
Shango S. Woodside will not be involved in
this conversation.
Any definition of character.
No. Hey, it's not no indefinite of character.
Defamation.
I ain't defame nobody. Hey, what's going on? Y'all think this Dolly Ozzy?
Different setting.
I think that's enough. Let's see.
You have anything else?
Did you want to finish bash this guy?
No. She isn't bashing. She is
big rock. She has big rock.
No, she isn't bashing. I will take her for. She was not bashing. She was just.
I just wish she would have been honest. I wish she'd have been kind of honest and don't. I don't blame him. I blame the people who was leading him. I'm proud of you and stuff like that when they don't know the true story.
Yeah, they just.
And I going on the ship next month, and I will come back here and we will do a next one, and I'll let y'all know if it's real.
And even if the experience was somehow the way he said it, would you still come back here and tell us the truth?
Of course, yeah.
Okay, I just.
Would you say I was wrong? I'm a woman. I don't have no sense.
She.
Oh, no.
She don't have to say she was wrong, Jamal. All she have to say is, you know what, I experienced it for myself, and it wasn't worth the time.
Yeah, agreed.
Just don't go on there and catch no change back.
What? Next topic.
All right, anyway, that's the end of that shit. Now, we got to get into the most requested part of the show. And we start to get a little ignorant.
Yeah, they like when they get mixed up.
Yeah, they like when we get a little ignorant.
They like when they get crazy.
A couple of days ago, what today is though? Today is the 13, yeah. Today is my brother's birthday.
My niece too.
Okay, so I had this thing passing around on my news feed on Friday or Thursday or Friday. It was apparently this young lady. And I mean, she makes sure that anybody with a Facebook account was going to see this.
What does this look?
Apparently, she had a problem with her boyfriend. and she posts him up, and there's a lot of for sale pages.
Yeah.
So she been posting up this fella picture with his name, with a caption, "Low down dirty dog for sale for $1."
So she's selling dog.
And in the
breeder.
picture, she has some other writing saying lying, cheating, smooth talking dog, ladies beware. I don't know who she expect to buy this boy from her, but
hold on, Jamal, that's because I saw that also. That's the same picture, right? Like 2 weeks before, she's saying how her baby daddy better than everybody.
Man, listen, man. Let me read the thing, man.
No, not that same man. She say she ready to have some more babies.
No, that can't be on.
She want more baby.
Hold on. Let me read it, man. Come on, man. Okay, listen. It was this broke on Thursday or Friday this week.
Yeah.
And I look at one post from February 26th, right? It says, "Love my son and my bae son. Ready-made family. Hashtag wifey material. Hashtag ready for more babies.
No, sir. No, sir.
Family night at home with my bae and the kids.
Oh, no.
Hashtag way better than a party night.
Stop
he
that.
is special to me. Hashtag my boo is better than yours."
Oh, she bragging. She bragging.
This is February 26th.
Hold on. Excuse me.
Now she trying to sell the nigga for $1?
No.
So why? I mean, we ain't blaming her. So what's your take on it?
Okay, I don't agree with
what you understand.
I don't agree with
hold
what
on,
she
let me
do.
give you all the information. Bear in mind, she posts this in every for sale group I see except for the Freeport one. Then I see it post in at least 2 Facebook groups that I in.
I see him as well.
Mm-hmm.
And then I see it in another Facebook group that I in, where it was one of them letter to the, where you could write these anonymous things to the administrator. See, word for word, the post she had. I said, well, this girl, anybody on Facebook can see this.
But
she's making sure that.
See, I like use the term, your hair ain't good. But, it ain't that her hair ain't good. It's just that certain things females don't pay attention to. Okay? Fellas, if you agree with me, just say. Right?
Let me hear this.
Oh, Lord.
No, on the real.
Just notice a controversy theorist.
When a female does something like that, say she is putting a guy on blast for being a dog and being whoever he is or whoever she perceived him to be. My question is this. When you do that, how does that make the guy look? And from a female point of view, even though she said that, how would you look at the guy? Most females, this is my opinion, most females, when you do that,
take me now.
They trying to figure out
what do you got?
Who this nigga is.
He knows something, mate.
So, all I'm trying to say is that she just big him up more.
Because right now, you got a couple of guys wondering if he get that ever blessed setting.
These guys actually getting wet.
You tell me he might be on that list.
He might be on the list.
I disagree. I disagree.
Okay, let's
I disagree. I honestly don't feel it did any of them justice. First of all, I feel like she made herself look like a fool.
Right.
That's what she did. She made herself look ignorant because in no way you trying to tell me they maybe they've been together a long time. We ain't did all our history. I wish I could have look more into it, go back on our pictures, see if they was together 5 months ago or 2 years ago, because that make a big difference.
Yeah, it is a big difference.
And she ready for more babies.
And so they had to.
So, but she could say that within the time frame of 5 months to 2 years.
However long it was.
She could bring that up.
What I could understand from her post is if she was so madly in love and ready to make more babies with this guy, that must have really hurt her. You could see she going from straight up in love into straight up hatred. So whatever you do, she was feeling this guy like crazy, and it really hurt her. But she handled it ignorant.
I don't agree with you. She could just be a lunatic. She could just be a psycho. You don't know, but these girls
You
used to
want some
that.
psycho females? I mean, most females be bragging, but they think being psycho is cute.
Yeah, they
But
think that's a good
not
thing.
being a psycho don't have nothing to do with your emotions.
Yes.
The psycho
Yes.
may be the reason you feel your emotions so fast, but
Ah,
if you
stop it.
feel it, you
Stop
feel it.
Stop it. Okay,
She's trying to diagnose this thing psychologically.
I understand, but listen, stop that because
But
we
hold on,
all
hold on.
know. You
She's-
all know a situation where you might have talked to a girl a couple of times.
Yeah.
You might have smashed that, and the next thing you know, in her mind, it's like
We boyfriend and girlfriend.
you understand. It's like y'all is going on.
Don't engage.
You all know that has happened.
Like,
Guys do that too.
don't, hey,
I've done that
All right, just don't
Don't-
put it only on us.
don't be
once.
like I saw a meme or something like that. Don't be choosing them and you telling them you like that, you love them, and
No,
then
you know.
you tell her, they tell you they love you too, and then when y'all finish, y'all end up in a relationship.
Y'all is go.
Yeah, but
I ain't saying that's what happened, but I'm just saying there's a possibility that
I'm trying to say that.
she might be a lunatic. She might be a psycho because this is psychotic behavior to me.
all right, go ahead.
I'm saying that it didn't turn me on that she didn't like a man anymore. That's what I'm saying. That didn't get me nowhere, in no way, no how. I look at her
Not
and I
you.
look at him and I went, ugh.
But hold on. Earlier you were saying, you don't blame her.
I don't blame her for. She had a snot reaction. Women crazy, okay? We love her. We love her.
So she is a lunatic.
I don't know if she's.
All
a
y'all
lunatic.
crazy. Is what
So you
saying.
agree that all women are crazy?
I
To a
agree.
certain
That
extent.
I had my snap moment before.
Emotionally unstable.
I
Y'all
agree
heard it
that I
here
had
first.
emotionally
Y'all
unstable.
heard it
That's
here
not
first.
the question.
On the padded room.
Ask the question, Jamal.
Oh, you all right? You just finished justify. You say you don't blame her because women crazy.
I said,
That's
okay.
we can listen to this back.
Okay.
So
Okay.
let's
That's
get this.
fine.
Let's
That's
get the
fine.
story together.
I'm trying to say she had a snot reaction. Her snot reaction was out there, but
Crazy.
we all have our snot reactions.
Temporary
she just put hers
insanity.
around the internet. Mine would be very low key, like a Snickers in your gas tank, but you know.
Snickers in your gas tank. I never heard that
We
one.
just talked with this the other day, but this woman with that thing, man, but destroying people's property.
Well, they just be destroying our heart.
So that man, come on, man.
I mean, I know it ain't right, but y'all niggas wrong.
Y'all need to start going to jail for this shit, you know.
One day.
Y'all need to start
But
going
when
to
this
jail for this
when
shit,
this
man.
saying women's right with all y'all fighting for, come on, all of that come in the clause.
Right, yeah.
It ain't gonna be no one sided with women no more, you know. And we spoke, briefly on this last week.
You know what I want to do? I want to do something I think we do before. I want to pause this and show you all something because I just remember another topic what I was supposed to put to you all for today. And since that come up just now, let's see make me think of this and you're going to see why. So give us a second. We can be right back. Okay. That was a quick 2 seconds, but really it was more like 15 minutes. Anyway, I tell you what it was. I just had to show them. There's a video that I saw quite a while back, but I thought it was interesting, where there was these people on the subway, and the video starts with a lady, if you could call her a lady, arguing with a guy, like a big dude, like a big dude.
Nothing like that yet.
She arguing with this big dude. Her boyfriend, who looked like he about half her size, I know, he may be about 2/3 her size, and he was there, and he was getting in it. But this lady, she insists on arguing with this dude, and the dude cursing at each other, and the dude looked like he restraining himself because, whatever, you can't take people in your face like that. I don't know what started, but this girl was in this dude's face. But what ended up happening, she spit on the dude. Eventually, she spit on the dude in front of everybody in the train now. That's the train, not the subway. And in front of everybody, she spit on the dude, and then the dude finally, that was the last straw, so when the dude finally get up and he draw back, he started punching. But what was surprising about the video is he started punching the boyfriend. And I mean, he just lay right into this dude and started punching him to pieces. Dude only could have ball up on the ground and tried to protect
But
himself.
at the same time, the boyfriend was the one who was trying to stop it. He was trying to tell her,
A couple of times he was telling her, chill, you know what I mean?
He ain't even say nothing to the dude.
But then at the end of the day, it brings me to the question I wanted to ask y'all. The reason why the dude attacked the boyfriend, obviously, because he had a thing about not hitting the woman.
Yeah.
He didn't feel comfortable hitting the woman, I guess, even though she spit on him and she's the one who was up in his face, whatever. He figure, well, beat the boyfriend and get a little satisfaction. You know what I mean? So that leads me to my question to y'all. Y'all think it's ever okay to hit a woman? Because we talk something, we breeze across this one day when I was telling y'all my story.
You. Let me ask you this question. You think it's okay for a woman to stab a man?
No, never.
Okay.
And I don't think it's okay to hit nobody.
You think it's okay for a man to protect himself if he sees himself in danger?
It's okay for me to defend myself.
Self-defense is a difference between violence.
I agree. So, all right. I gather from what y'all are saying is it's only okay to hit a woman is depending on the circumstance then.
Yeah.
What y'all saying.
Not circumstance. Self-defense. Let's
it don't have to be self-defense. That's a circumstance. It could be she could be out there breaking up your car or something.
And you're gonna punch it on?
Fuck yeah. Man, that's my property. You don't know where that come from.
You know how much blood, sweat, and tears some people do to get their vehicle?
I just using that for example. I mean,
they ready to fuck me up.
True.
Oh.
That's just using that as an example. I mean, anything in your property she destroy or whatever because she know you work hard for it.
Or she try to assault me.
Yeah, that.
Why you in trouble?
But listen to me.
Don't hit me.
You have just as much right to defend your property as you have to defend yourself. You know.
Yeah.
I just saying.
But I mean, I don't give him right. I don't give no man right for hitting a woman or anything else like it. Like unless she come at him with a knife, try to shoot him or punch him in his eye or.
Okay, let me give you a scenario. You tell me if I was wrong. A woman in my face slapping me. I don't know. She probably slapped me 4 times, maybe 5 times, and I keep saying stop it, stop it, stop.
You gotta get to 5.
It might have been 4. I don't know.
She wasn't catching him good.
That's 3 too many.
But she wasn't catching him good. But see, the thing is, as a man, you know your strength. But then again, as a man, you're still human. Yeah. So tell me if I was wrong. For after, like, I keep saying, stop hitting me, don't hit me, stop hitting me, and then she just wouldn't stop, and then eventually I slap her. I mean, I kind of hit her kind of hard. Like one shoe going over there. Next one.
Oh shit!
Slap on the shoes.
But I was trying to avoid that. So Shango, you say you would never give a man a right.
That's a different thing. I mean, what? Women have this thing, they know they can't beat a man, and they have this thing whereas they believe a man ain't supposed to hit them, so they'll do all they could do to provoke and tempt you.
Yeah, we provoking, I agree.
You know, and
I had an ex-girlfriend who used to brag, but I remember we used to make joke. Say, I know just how far to go. You know how strong this boy is? And she's how my mommy now. You know how strong this boy is? You think I stupid? I know just how far to go. And I just be like, my son, I sitting there thinking in my head, you know how much time you come so close to going too far?
Well, she was right. She know how far to
go. She knew.
She knew.
Exactly how
she
far
was
to
right
go.
on that line.
I think women is be playing that little thin line too often.
Okay, so watch this. You know what I think we need to start doing? From the first time they try, you fucking hit them one, and they'll know just how far to go. Don't go.
You hit them one, and y'all make up. They can fucking start again, and you can hit them again.
Boy, that shit.
So
I know most of the time, I know what Shango would say. Go ahead.
No, I mean,
if a woman provoke you to hit her, she provoke you to hit her.
You gotta move. Like I ain't no saint. You know, I always be honest. I ain't no saint. I ain't been in fights with women before.
I was honest about it. Why
I love this guy.
I was honest about it. Just be honest.
Yeah, you know, and I've been in situations where I had to go to the doctor and things for a woman hit me.
Jesus.
You know, so it ain't no joke. So I learned now, anytime I see a woman, you gotta know the signs. When you see a woman, like, even when they come playing, hitting you, you gotta watch that. That's a sign that if things get serious, they'll try that for true.
They ready to go to war.
So, you know, my advice to every man is like, watch out for the signs. And if you see,
they provoke you, and then when shit at the fan, later on down the line, they coming back like, you supposed to just forget that?
Oh my God, that just happened to me.
Oh wow.
See, that's how I
Do
know.
you get a share?
That's how I know I'm telling the truth.
Oh yeah, okay. I was kind of in a similar situation. Well, I wasn't provoking. I never hit no man, and I never been hit by no man.
You don't gotta hit somebody to provoke them, because you always know just what to do.
That's why I fuck your friend.
It was words. It was words.
See?
I guess. I
See?
guess it was
Oh,
words.
no.
But I was. I guess whatever.
Small setting and all this.
I didn't know I was provoking it until like he grabbed my hand and he shake me.
Yes,
You know that warning shake? Like
Take your time.
like
Everybody don't get one and shit.
yeah, I get that warning
You might get
shake.
your head pop off one shot.
Listen, when
Who
I get
team
that
you
shake-
from? The SDG, the Small Dick Gang.
When I get that shake, I know it was real. I know
You feel the power.
I know that. Listen, I need to leave this man alone to get my mind right.
This nigga stronger than I thought.
Yeah, I had to come back down to my humble reality and was like, "You doing too much."
See, the problem is, right? I think that society, everybody like say, yeah, man, ain't supposed to hit women. You ain't supposed to hit women. I agree, but the woman ain't supposed to hit
a man.
The woman ain't supposed to hit you either.
No.
She ain't supposed to. You know what? Wait, you know the guys provoke you to hit them and then go to the police and get you locked up.
That shit.
That's one of the worst things in the world. That's one of the worst.
You
But
joking?
you go to the
joking?
police and you tell the police, but my woman just punched me in my eye, they laugh.
They will be on the ground laughing at you.
But you better come on the station, yeah?
But watch this scenario. That's a joke. But you get some triple woman on this road. One of my brethren had this girl. Right? Me and this boy was together. When I going to go drop this line home, the police there, lock the nigga up on her. So he beat the girl. The girl gone in the house, beat up herself for no king. Blue eye and thing, you know.
Lunatic.
She buys on eyeball.
Boy, she poisoned one shit.
Man, that's it.
And call the man, say the nigga beat her and gone out.
I only watch that on LMN, like
Yeah.
that movie. That.
Right here in Freeboard King.
She's a
Boy,
psychopath.
only true. I got a proof of them say this man was with me the whole time. This nigga ain't going to jail, King. Boy, she pulled one on them call.
What if it was a situation that she had a sweetheart, not sweetheart cut her ass?
Even worse. But if she call a man on you,
Real.
I really do believe if a guy have ever been in a situation with a woman when she provoked them to, you know, hit her or whatever, or to almost that level, they don't, and they ain't about that. They just remove themselves from the situation because
I'll leave you.
You should.
yeah.
I'll leave you.
You should.
But you believe it or not? And I give it my turn to be honest. I never fight no female nobody.
What?
Because, I remember one time I was like in grade 1 or 2.
Lucky you.
But
Say lucky you.
what happened is, when I see drama coming, I flee. I run fast. So when I see you like you trip out, boy, I stop texting and calling.
Hold
Boy,
on.
I go online, I can't take it.
We know you're a cutter. That's why it's easy for you to
Yeah,
walk
that
away.
easy.
No, but but I've been in situations where I did actually like females, and my mind was thinking to say, okay, let me give it a try again. Try be this poison. But when I see the trip outside, I remove myself because I don't like drama, Lion. I can't take it. Because see, I know you
Right.
played me certain way.
hold
I
on.
don't want beat you. I want to end up on snap. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, but
So,
hold on.
I run my.
You can end up on Snap is correct, and you know what on Snap what has happened to
I
most
used the
males
wrong
on
one. My
Snap.
bad. I want to end up on 48.
Yeah. Not Snap. Snap, you know the male is
Yeah,
there.
I end up on that right there.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But what I wanted to say is that, okay, you say you never do it, it never happened to you. But what I want to say is, you never been in a situation where you was then attached to a woman.
I was tempted.
Y'all and attached, y'all and know each other inside out. You raw dogging that.
Yeah.
Raw
dogless.
RDG.
But she know you all know each other inside and out. She know what buttons to press. She know what to do to make you go over the edge.
Nah, I didn't say I was tempted. I wanted the boys' head off once or twice. But they say, somebody just provoking me to try me. I can't recall me in a relationship and nobody try me like that. Now, I don't know if I ever get another relationship if the next one can try me like that. Now, I can tell you this. I had one little setting I used to check, and she tell me one time, say, come like I don't love her. Because like she just like say shit, or she curse me or something, right? Trying to get me to react. Yeah. But that ain't my style. I say, it ain't cool. And when I switch.
If you don't go crazy, if you don't go
crazy. And she said, if you don't trip out on her and say, if you don't beat her, say she feel like you don't love her because she watch her old lady, them come up like that. Say, that's love. She said, that's love. Getting beat.
She have daddy issues.
One time I was dating this girl, and, like, it was the same way. She told me, say, man, I ain't gonna lie. That's the same reason why I don't like soft niggas. I like little thugs and niggas.
She bought niggas beat up.
And I listened to her, and I still, up to the date, don't know what the fuck she mean. Like, what you mean by that?
She want to get beat.
She want a psycho man.
What you think? What she mean by that? You rather a thug? You rather a little thug in a nigga?
Them thugs is being the ones who like to get tugged up from other thugs.
Stop that man. Stop that man. Don't diss the gangster niggas like that.
So I don't trust no thug.
Bad man.
Yeah. Because seeing thugs is being on women because.
What you label, like, what type of men you label as thugs? Like, how you label them? How you can you point them out
give us
physically?
Some characteristics.
Yes.
Of a thug.
Okay, all right. I can give you characteristics. They maybe baggy jeans, sagging pants. Hey, I describe. Let me get.
Nobody wears baggy jeans and sagging pants anymore.
No, yes,
they sagging their pants, but they don't be baggy.
No. They sag
their tights.
Balls grabbers.
Sagging leggings.
Bongy spankers.
I don't like. It ain't about the look, It's about the aura and
the demeanor.
The demeanor. The way they walk into the room.
Describe it.
The demeanor is they bring up this energy as if they feel like, or as if nobody inside this room could say the wrong thing to them. Like this, they own this place, or they
come to fuck the place
they have that hooderism in them. If you understand
hooderism, okay.
Hooderism. I made that word up. Google it.
I think I get a little bit of hooderism, but I ain't no top.
You don't have that persona though. You. I don't know. They look like they have this look as in don't try me.
So you ain't on the hooderism list.
No.
King, people would try you.
Think so?
He don't look like somebody that
It's
okay. So hold on.
Just from a thug point of view.
Let me put my biggest thug look on. People will try me too?
Yeah.
Oh shit.
So what about Jamal?
You're on the hooderation list,
Jamal.
Jamal, give her a bad man face, man. Give her a gun man face.
Jamal got the most hooderism in him.
You got the look.
He got that hooderism look.
Okay. I don't know. Even how to respond to that.
You got the most.
That's the hardest way you have come across.
You got the most hooderism look in you.
And it's so crazy. Let me show you something. Let me show you how I know he got the least in him. Listen to me. If this man tell you, boy, let's go get a drink, the low techest boy you can catch him is by Candice. This man say, let's go play as large. This man ready to go Paul Lacayo.
I don't go Paul Lacayo.
But that's just joking. But this fella don't like them kind of things. He don't like mixing. He like rap music to a certain extent.
No.
But no, I lie. You got like 1 or 2 rap artists.
Yeah,
I use a culture, man.
That's it.
But you don't Jamal don't precipitate that aura.
Enough about me though. Enough about me. But yeah, that situation with the thing what I need ladies to remember, yeah, we ain't supposed to hit y'all. We know we stronger and whatever, right? But I need y'all ladies who listening to know that y'all gotta remember that we stronger, and y'all gotta remember that we is human.
And they gotta remember that they ain't supposed to hit us neither.
That's what I mean. You have to remember that and act accordingly.
But you need to remember that everybody have a different length of patience. Like, she might not be trying to make you angry, but you might be a real impatient nigga who can't handle too much.
So then that's for you to realize you're dealing with a real impatient that goes.
Yeah, exactly. And it might be too late.
But you still have a choice to live.
It might be too late when she find out.
One time I was dating this girl, right? And right now we don't date each other no more. You know, and apparently I don't know if she have a boyfriend or whatever. But I can tell you one thing. It was hard for me, even though I say this girl is a real freaking psycho. Like, I really need to get rid of her. And, you know, and I really, I fight and I just drop her.
It was hard, though.
It was hard.
That's what I was trying to tell
you.
Hold on. But guess what? Let me tell you something. Whoever her boyfriend is, I am sorry for him.
No, he's going to say that.
I am sorry for him.
He in trouble.
He in pure trouble.
I swear.
I got you a question. Because
I don't like when he asks these questions. You know?
No,
you said just now it was hard for you to let go.
When I say
hold on, man. Let me ask my question, man.
Go ahead.
And then you can tell me, you sorry for the boyfriend. But my thing is to see I do much a different way. I put one by Tiger Steam on that just now.
I understand.
What should I say to you? It can't be a reason why it's hard for you to let go. I think you just was trip out for the set. I think you was hooked. You was pussy whoop.
No. wouldn't call it no pussy whoop. It ain't pussy whoop, man. It's just that they have their ways, but then you also can find good things about them. All right?
You like the good.
It's hard for sometimes.
And then when I say hard, I don't mean balance. Like you start, you stop. You know, you tell your heart, like, hold on, back on the side, let Mr. Brain deal with this. And when Mr. Brain come in, and you start thinking, Mr. Brain go back down and start cussing at the heart, you mean to fucking tell me all this time you had me doing this shit? Huh? I thought you said you could handle this.
That was a dangerous drug, boy.
Yeah, so when you use your brain, then you say, you know what? That's easy. Your brain makes it much easy.
But the brain is fall weak to the heart, man.
No, you see.
How come? I mean,
any female, I don't care. When I was kind of younger, any female I come across, no matter how beautiful they are, right? I could talk to them, right? Look good, look good to smash. But I could talk to a female and I could tell right even before I smash, the second before I smash, and I tell I smash in this one, and it's the last time she can hear from me. Because this one here ain't good.
Yeah.
Like, she just don't have that mental, you know what I mean?
But when you done smash a couple times, and then it's too late, you can't just get rid of it.
No, I can smash a couple times, I still have no feelings, no attachments whatsoever.
When you get off and you meet her in the parking lot, we not you.
No, see, that make it even easier for me to don't mess with them.
You ain't been answering my calls? What's going on? Your phone breaking.
I have a question.
Go ahead.
How does a man know when to differentiate between thinking emotionally and thinking logically?
Okay.
Because if you're in a relationship with somebody, right, and y'all got a good thing going, and they make a mistake or whatever the case may be, how do you know that you should let your emotions take off? You should.
If they're genuine but with apologizing.
Or should you think logically and be like, this, how do you, which one?
I get a scenario.
Does this have to do with the person, or does it have to do with really looking at the situation? And
you gotta look at the situation.
Let Ken respond, and I respond after.
A poison. Okay. Me and a female, let's go. Right? She cheat on me. She go on one night on the girls, whatever. She cheat on me. She come morning, the next morning she wake up. What you do after this point here, okay, let me know how genuine you is. Now, if after the next day you continue to see this fella and deceiving me and cheating on me, then that let me know that you have me for a donkey and time to push out. Because you lying to me every day. But if you go out that night and choose this fella, have this one night stand, you get a punch. You come home that night or that next morning and say, King, wait, this what happened? I regret it. Please forgive me.
And it won't happen again.
I can forgive that because you consider me, consider my mental and my feelings. You take me into consideration and I can forgive that. It might be hard.
Bullshit!
I do it before. I do it before.
You damaged for true.
I do it before. That's why I can say that.
She'd be singing that song on you. I don't want to do this anymore. You know?
But
you
like
know
say,
she cheating.
No, I say cheat once.
And she come to you.
And let me know what's going on.
And you can forgive her.
I do it before.
You might as well check in. He's on it.
But if I know you keeping an affair, I know you keeping an affair, and you punching this boy every day, and you coming home loving me, telling me why I love you. You was the only one. Boy, carry your ass. King, I know you get me for a donkey.
King, there's so much things wrong with that, man.
So don't tell me how to differentiate between logical thinking and emotional law. How you know the difference? Not only for men, for other women, for everybody.
You that question came about after the statement I made, the comment I made.
Yeah.
Okay. Like we was talking about how I could see you.
Yeah.
You could be a beautiful lady. And we could be riding around in the car. Right? I could say, I meet you. We talk online and everything. Pick you up. We in the car riding around. We drinking. We start talking. I start asking certain questions. And according to how you answer, I'll be like this without you even seeing. I'm driving the car and I'll be rolling my eyes. Say, Lord, this is the last time. This guy retarded. But she look good, so I can try to smash.
Boy,
first of all,
that's the truth.
And that's the truth.
That's the truth.
Gotta hit it.
Boy, that's the truth.
That's the truth.
You saying to yourself? Boy, listen to me. I don't even know where. I can't remember where you find this one.
Yeah, I like. What the fuck I meet up? Like, wow, look there good, you know. But when they open their mouth, Jesus, the dumbest shit and the most unimportant garbage just come out their mouth. All I can say,
what? Y'all stink like this?
Yes.
What? You ain't never been through. Listen to me. All they want to talk about is love and hip hop, Remy, and anyway, I don't want to go on.
See, I will give them an excuse if they talk about love and hip hop and Remy, because then I would probably say, well,
and Scandal.
Yeah, well, see, I would probably say, well, in a situation like that, I'd be like, well, baby, I don't really watch those
TV.
No, but they talking about these things like this,
right.
like these
but
real
what
life.
I am saying, I'll give them a benefit of a doubt. But, you know, it's just certain situations when you start asking questions. Let me pick a question which you would probably... Give me a question with one of the most common questions you would ask somebody the first time you take them for a ride.
I was asking if you're crazy.
What you like to do? What you want to be?
What you do for fun?
Oh, what you want to be when you know?
What's your future plans?
Yeah.
I mean, okay. No, I don't ask them questions because
I asked you if you ever starve anybody. You ever starve anybody? No. You ever pull a life on another?
Sound like you only expect a crazy woman.
No, but I like to get that out of the way because if I
where you find your woman that you can ask them if they ever starve anybody first.
Anybody.
Okay,
let's go around Capricorn a lot.
I know. If I pick up a female,
yeah,
and she said, and I asked her, I said, what places you like to go, right? I could tell it'd be,
but not
no, it'd be like, one thing with me, I used to go kill. I like that music. What I can't wait. I'd be like, I'd be like, nah. Me being, I 36.
Strike one.
Me being like that, I'd be like, okay. But now, I saying to myself, okay, she young.
Yeah. You're trying to get some benefit.
Yeah.
One of the other things is you talking to them. Nowadays, they on their phone texting straight through.
Oh, Lord. That's all you can do.
Okay.
Oh, Lord.
She look like she have friends. That's 2 strikes.
Yeah.
And phone going off constantly.
So now watch this. Another one. You want to stop and get something to drink? Yeah, it's okay.
Hennessy.
What you want? Give me a Bailey's and Hennessy. Huh?
This one's expensive.
No. First of all, you was an inconsiderate bitch. You don't know, right?
She ain't know your pocket set.
You don't know how my pocket set.
But she ordering height.
But she orders
Double top shelf.
right.
Double top shelf.
So from that, I don't start
This
getting
one fucking up.
turn off.
Yeah.
You you hungry? You want something to eat? Yeah. What you want? I like my surf and turf.
Oh, they don't know them no surf and turf. Lie. They say I want some scrimps.
Yeah.
They want scrimps.
Yeah.
You don't be able to say that.
No. But my thing is, like, if a female, you know, if they really like you, see, first of all, you know, you have certain things. If they really like you, they would tell you, like, first of all, nowadays, females, if you go out on a date with them, with me, a female got to actually, I don't want a female to actually feel me out the same way as I feeling them out. So now, if you pick up a female and they start talking about these expensive things, they ain't trying to feel you out. They trying to get a meal
right away,
and they ain't serious about you. So right there, everything just my light bulb kicking. So I start say, okay, well,
this could be a short term.
I start talking freshness.
This could be a short term thing, right?
You know, first of all, start like.
You start speaking in my language.
No, you know, you get tough. You put your hand on the thigh, you know, rub their leg, and
I'd love to do that, boy.
no,
Like that.
what I saying, I just saying. See, these things I just do now. Let's make that correct. These things like what I say, like if I a single guy and ain't bothering nobody, I feel out females. Now you can look there good. Now I may be willing to spend some money on you, but that come with a consequence. Trying to smash.
Automatically.
Oh yeah, and I can listen to what you say first before I spend money. I'd be like, boy, so what you doing after this?
Some guys will tell you
Nah,
thirsty them.
all right, let me give you what I said. I talking about a female who I feeling on a female. I mean, versus a female who I was feeling but ain't feeling no more. Picture yourself, one like you pick them up for the first time. All right, if I see a female, she look good. First of all, everybody know physical appearance is be one of the main.
That's the first thing.
The first thing, number one.
You try, but
Physical.
yeah. So like I say, all of those things, if they start like, talking these stupidness, then I say to myself, well, are you ready? See, I only get smashed and she ain't gonna hear from me no more.
No man, that's real shit.
So if
That's real.
start talking freshness to you, I don't see where you're at. If you be like, I ain't into that right now. I just going through a breakup and I just oh Lord no.
Yeah.
But you asking for all these big time things, all these steak and shrimp. Obviously, if this dude could afford it, you wouldn't have break up with him. If you trying to carry niggas like this because you sound like an opportunist.
Yeah, you got what you could.
You see? All these things run across a real nigga mind. You see? So, and according to like who you was, just say, you's a beautiful girl. Like, you have one or two niggas be like, boy, she look good. Boy, this adult talk show. I smashed it before. Boy, the pussy good too. Then if I meet up with you, according to how I approach you, like first when I see you, I start like rubbing you up and trying to get fresh with you. I probably hear something and hear you easy to juice.
You look at you trying to break the guy code right now.
No, I ain't breaking the guy.
So it goes break guy code every week. Man.
No, but
that's becoming.
yeah, it's be so much guy codes. Like you could actually let go one or two and it still don't matter. You know? Yeah. So I just being honest. So like all I saying to me right now at the age I am, looks have nothing to do with the relationship I in. Right now, if I dealing with you and things don't look good for me, like I on a little shabby side one day and I could call you and say, you have any money you can loan me until? I say, yeah man, small problem. Boy, trust me, that woman there, whoever, let's do that with me. Boy, it's hard for me to diss her. I telling you, I it hard for me to diss her.
She got you when you down and out.
Yeah, so if she come to me, I say, give me $100. She give me $100. She come to me next week and say, I need $500. I need $1,000. And if I really don't have it, I'll try and meet that as much as possible because I know at the end of the day, she got my back. And I being real with you.
So, you wanted to say anything, Jamal?
No, you good.
Okay.
I agree with you.
I agree with him too, but of course we have the alternate type of man who help women who stay supporting them, giving them the
Sweet
I mean, and they got all kind of things on the side. What about them? Why they don't think logically like that? Why would they have a woman, she giving them money or whatever, but they still they think what they man part say.
One word.
Oh, you one word. Fuck boys.
Fuck boys. Boy, I hate
that. I know you all love to use that term, fuck boys.
Fuck boy.
But guess what? How much fuck boys you have to deal with until you realize
what is a
you
real nigga?
Master
exactly
knowing what a fuck boy is for you not to get fucked over by a fuck boy again.
Because you might be a fuck girl. Might be a fuck girl.
On some fuck shit.
I really only experienced one fuck boy. Honestly, I'm really good at picking out the set from
the spirit of discernment.
I really good. Honestly, I've been in maybe 3 relationships in my life ever.
That's not bad.
And I have a problem.
Don't try to add to that much.
No, I have a problem.
They say you that you're supposed to multiply by 3.
No. I never said I had sex with 3 men as I've been in 3 relationships.
Can we change the topic?
I've been in 3 relationships because I think I can't deal with fuckboy. I can't do it because I know if I love you, I can love you hard, and I know I might end up like home. I might snap.
Triple.
I feel like I was a snap lot, so
So my question to you, how do you decipher
what is a fuck boy?
A mature man who mean you well and a fuck boy.
All right. First, fuck boys, they only can carry you to the club. They love to carry you to the club when you go.
Hold on. Don't get me wrong now. Fuck boys, one of the main places they don't like goes to club.
No, that depends on if you got too much attention too. Okay. You're right. Yeah. I can differentiate between 2 relationships. And one was a fuck boy, one was a really good guy. He was right. He never used to want to go nowhere. He always wanted to stay.
Into that.
And I was into going out, but I was like, I guess he older, you could find a reason for everything. You could explain everything.
No excuses.
Yeah, he didn't want to go nowhere. He was like, me and my baby mommy and together would be still cool. That should hit me off the back.
No, that one over.
That should have been whatever.
What do you mean cool? Because me and my baby will be cool, but we don't, them kind of level.
Well, he said it was cool, so I was like, okay, I guess he's mature, but the situation he ever was with, I shouldn't, I feel like if I can be in a relationship with anybody, I should trust them, so I ain't gonna question you too much, like I ain't gonna put myself in a situation to that. But it was just a little, when I call him, I can call you right back all the time. And it was we couldn't, it wasn't, when I call you, we talk.
This the fuck boy.
This the fuck boy. When I call you, every time I call you, we can't talk. But when you call me, we could talk.
Okay. You on his terms.
Yeah. So, and long story short, he had all the characteristics of a fuck boy because I found out the hard way long down the line that he's a fuck boy. When you're dealing with a real nigga, they let you know from straight up. They ask you. Like, he never used to ask me questions about my life and stuff like that.
The real nigga or the fuck boy?
The fuck boy.
Yeah, they
don't ask you important questions. The real nigga used to ask me, what I trying to do, so when you going to do that.
So what happened then?
Oh, man, that was my next question.
Let me put this in my
what happened to the real nigga?
Yeah, what happened then?
I fuck up.
Well.
I fuck up.
People fuck up.
I didn't cheat or nothing. I just fuck up.
Okay, fair enough.
I don't think I fuck up that bad or whatever. I think it was a simple mistake or whatever. But going back to the original topic, when
So
we're
you
talking
fuck up
about
that
pushing a
bad
man and knowing the limit. Yeah, I
You
think
didn't know the limit.
I didn't know the limit.
So you learned that.
I learned the limit. I learned my
learned that
lesson.
lesson.
Hey, all's well, ends well, right? I'm young. I feel like I'm a pretty girl. I feel like I have an awareness now of what to look for in a man and how to approach them and what to do now.
Who
And,
tell you pretty?
huh?
Yeah, who tell you you're pretty?
I have self-confidence, boo-boo.
Okay.
I say, you notice I said beautiful, gorgeous. I keep it right in the middle. I gone right to pretty.
You're supposed to go.
That's good though.
Beautiful is you can use
No,
that term.
I like to see him humble.
There's no one else told you you're beautiful.
Oh Lord.
So there's a difference also between a real nigga, a fuck boy, and a real man.
Yeah, there's a difference between a real man and a real nigga. Like a man, when you with a man, you know he is put like his responsibilities in life. He's let you know it from the jump.
Yeah.
He's let you know that, hey, I with you, but I have some stuff going on right now, and
he ain't a real man. If he can tell you I with you, I would say a real man. Me being a man, I define a real man as okay. I'm with you, and I have some stuff going on, and I want us to go through it together. Okay, because I really interested in you, and I would like to see a future between us two. I don't go out. I go to one place. I just saying this is my kind of I'll say a resume. I just go to one place. I don't like going out. You could go with your friends sometime. We could have arguments. We could row. We could don't speak for a day. The main thing is, I could never forgive a female for when they fucking cheat. When they cheat once and I find out.
I agree with that.
You wasting your time with me. I tell you that cold. Once I find out you cheat, I tell you, you wasting your time. Me and you could be together, I still would act normal. But you could tell your sweet Jesus, as time go by, you can see the difference. Because that's something I just don't get over. Like you cheating, I feel if you cheat once, you could cheat again. So I advise, like, most females, if you interested in somebody, if you can be a girl like okay, I want a relationship, if I find out dude attractive, I mean him could hang and gel and
Smash.
we could smash every now and then, be cool with it. But don't come to a real man and tell a real man, say, well, I see you have things going for yourself, and I feel like me and you would be good partners or making things work. And afterwards you start like going this place, going that place, your phone off, you ain't answering your phone, you making up stories, you
gimme,
man,
man.
being gimme.
Yeah.
You ain't only cheating him, you cheating yourself. So I advise all females, if you go into a relationship, just be honest. It don't be nothing wrong with being honest. Like you say, and I agree, you're a beautiful lady, and sometimes that just get to most women head. Like everywhere you go, you see a nigga call you beautiful, but that means every nigga really, cause you beautiful. I mean, every nigga take you serious. Like if you have confidence, like you say, you're beautiful, so people call you beautiful, just say, hey, thank you, and there's nothing to it, and carry on. But when you have, it just get to most females' head. I'm beautiful. I could take them pictures on Instagram, which
but
Instagram is so fucked up on social media. I mean, sorry to really go on. I hate to see, you see females on social media taking these pictures. Look there.
Hold on.
When you see them in public, you be like,
hold on. We can get there. I know what you want to say. But before we switch, and I won't tell you that story. Before we switch, I won't tell you all when the first day I meet this young lady, I was talking to her, and she did seem like a sensible, but everybody can sound sensible. Right? Yeah. I don't want you to feel like a while ago when I asked you who tell you you're pretty, right? But I remember I was looking at you, and then I said, but she sound a little different. But let me tell you, when you turn around and walk off, I say, Jesus Christ, where they make this one?
Yeah.
But anyhow, we can move on.
I gotta go.
You gotta go? Alright. Okay, we can move on. I supposed to tell the story. Remember, okay, it was something on Facebook, right? I post like couple, I don't know, 2-3 years ago maybe it was. I remember when this happened. I posted a status on Facebook talking about it, and it come up in my memories.
Yeah.
It come up in my memories, Boy King. All right, Nessie, take care. Nessie leaving. Hurry up, Bob, because I want you in this. Shit, let me just pause it because I want them to hear the story. All right, like I was saying, there was something I was talking about on Facebook, and it was in my memories the other day, and I shared it, right? And at the end of the status, I did say I was going to tell the rest of the story the next day. But I want you all.
Oh, yeah, I was waiting on this.
So I will find out from you all now what you all would do. I want to know what you all would do, and I want you all to tell the truth. Now, a couple of years ago, right, I was traveling. I was going to Fort Lauderdale. I was going on a cruise, actually. And me and my brother, me and my older brother, was supposed to link up in Fort Lauderdale when I land. Me and him supposed to be landing. Well, I was supposed to land before him, but what happened, I was supposed to land a couple of hours before him. What happened, the flight was messed up bad at the airport over here, at our airport. So I was delayed for several hours sitting up in the airport. So, you know, they got the little bar in the airport, right? I go in the little bar in the smoking area. I meet these two girls, these two American girls. One was kind of butchy, but the two of them was pretty. Beautiful girls. One was a Puerto Rican, Spanish, and one was white. Yeah. So I sitting down, only me and them in there. I sitting down, we end up, they playing music on their phone and thing. They playing all kind of rap, Jay-Z and thing, you know. So me and them start talking, you know, they from New York. They telling me how they like the island. They fall in love with Grand Bahama, and they actually got a timeshare, and they could be coming down here twice a year or something like that from now on. All right, cool. Me and these girls gelling, clicking. Eventually, they was like, well, anyway, you know, we was a couple. You know, eventually they tell me that they was a couple. I was like, all right, I had my suspicion, but, you know, I ain't gonna ever just assume that. Yeah. But, you know, like I said, they was both attractive. So, we talking. The plane finally ready to go. What happened? Fucking power going off to the airport. I ain't never seen no shit like this in my life. The airport lose power. Yeah. Okay. Couple minutes after that, the flicking power come back on. They had a generator come back on. Come on, pick up. We going on the plane. Sit down. Come back off the plane. They say they can't leave. The plane can't take off because the airport had power, but they ain't had no lights on the runway. Time now, sun getting ready to go down now, so they need the lights on the runway on. Mm-hmm. So they had to do another generator thing now to get them on. So we had to go back in the airport for another, must be about an hour. Me and them sitting down talking. I said, boy, you know, I pull out my phone and somehow I had to showing them a picture of my little boy. All right, you know, I mean, for those of you who don't know my little boy, like, you know, he little light skinned, red, pretty eyes, you know. Mm-hmm. Anyway, show them, picture him. Man, a couple minutes passed after that. Then the one who was like the butch one, right? Like I say, she is the butch one, but the two of them was beautiful girls. So the one was like, man, you know, I know if they discussed this at some point when I wasn't listening or what. But the girl was like, man, look here, man, this my girl and everything, right? But we want to have a baby, man. I say, yeah. I say, well, y'all live in New York, man. I say, y'all got hundreds of doctors. Yeah. Who y'all could go to. You know what I mean? I say, y'all got hundreds of places y'all could go and get that done. She's like, yeah, but we know, but we ain't want it like that. We want it, you know, the natural way. So I think to myself, my gas them start turning in my head. Nah, all this guy, I say, hold on now, because they see a picture of my little boy, they must see one of them. I think this girl proposition in me, she want me to get a girlfriend pregnant. Zin. I said, well, what's going on here? What? Pa, you know, the Puerto Rican one. Yeah. Boy, all my gas start turning in my head. So, I didn't really answer them. I tell them, we can hang out, you know, in Fort Lauderdale, you know, tonight. I say, when we reach. They tell me where they're staying. Some upper class hotel. because they had money. They were spending money like crazy. But at that bar, they was just ordering drinks and shots and paying for all of mine too. That's my element. That's my kind of thing.
Mm-hmm.
And they were staying in some fancy hotel, and they were staying in for a lot of days, for like 2 days before they go back to New York. So they asked me, like, where to go in for a lot of days and things. So I tell them, I said, man, we can hang out by the Hard Rock tonight. Because the Hard Rock got some good clubs and things. So we make arrangements to just meet up around there. I get the Butch one, give me her number. And when we reached the Fort Lauderdale, finally, my brother was by the luggage thing waiting on us. Waiting on me.
Mm-hmm.
I introduced him to the girls and what's not. But I couldn't wait to fucking tell him what their proposition be with.
Yeah.
But anyhow, I was pondering it for the flight, and I was pondering it later on. I talked to my brother about it, man, and I tell him, and I said, boy, I don't know if I could make a child and not be a part of his life or her life.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's hard. That's hard.
Just get a girl pregnant just because they want.
That's a man in you see.
Nah. I almost asked him if he can just practice voice.
One name but my brethren.
Yeah.
Ain't no fool.
But boy, and guess what? I stiffed them. I never called them.
They were serious about that, though?
Yeah, boy.
You still get a number?
I should have it. If I have it, I should. And you know what remind me of this?
Send me that, man.
I was getting through my phone, and but that was like 3 years ago, but they might have done it. I don't even know if they still coming here. I got to ask my friend, my Alan Sears, if she know them. But I had to, boy, I couldn't do it. I said, but I can't make a child, and then.
Yeah, that's a hard one. You would have to try and make a deal, whereas you could be in a child life, just not taking care of that. See, and you can't even do that.
I can't do that. Not within myself. What do you think, Django? How you think you would handle that, man?
I wouldn't even hurt my head over that. That's crazy right there.
Because I stiffed them. I mean, I answer them. I call them.
You want your juice to just have a child?
Yeah.
Oh, man. I ask you out your mind, eh? What kind of question? How you just run up the random person and just ask them shit like that? You
serious, man.
Crazy, eh? And they black too?
No, white.
The white people?
Or the butch one, she was white, and the other one, the girly one was Puerto Rican.
They're crazy, man. They're crazy. I wouldn't even waste my time with them. We'd have to write some contracts whereas if I have a child, you have to help me take care of my 5 more my child.
Boy. But yeah, that's how I handle that, man. I that was too weird, man. I couldn't go through with it. Yeah, I know. I always wonder if niggas them would do the same thing. Especially looking at this girl. But I wish I had a picture of her, dog. But I always wonder if niggas would do the same thing.
That's when you let your brain kick in.
Yeah. Yeah, for real. Nah, I wouldn't have mind practicing now.
Well, there's nothing wrong with that.
I wouldn't have mind practicing. But I didn't never pursue that. And I wonder if I even run into them, if it would be weird. Because I didn't ever hit them up and think.
Yeah, they probably find somebody else to do it.
Yeah, they probably find somebody else.
Yep.
All right. Now, that's my little story, but I promise I can tell on Facebook. Now, the last little piece we got here now. Everybody know. So this the age of information. 2016, social media, run it. You want to promote something, put it on social media. You want to do fuckery, put it on social media. So, I thought we could do a little segment on addressing things which you don't like about social media and behavior people is display on social media. Now, Shango, earlier you started to talk about some Instagram stuff.
The only thing I was saying about Instagram is I hate people who put up pictures and when you see them in real life, they look nothing like their pictures. I think that's I think they should start suing for that. They should
false advertising.
Yeah, false advertising. But social media, I mean, what I don't like, everybody a lot of people at their time, but like, stop posting your personal issues on social media. I mean, they say that's what social media for, but you should use your own discretion and knowing how far to go on social media.
I agree with that. Personally,
I mean, you could post a picture with you and your people.
Yeah, that's fine, but I mean,
but when y'all going through y'all,
mm-hmm.
don't be posting things.
Yeah. It's like first thing people is do.
Yeah.
Is run the social media when they get a problem.
And people gotta understand. You
Hey,
see,
that
a
crazy
person
guy.
me,
Like that crazy one, yeah.
a person like me, I like social media. Why? Because the way everybody take it, I don't. I take social media for what it is. Not real, like a reality show. A reality show says a reality show, but you know a reality show is just it ain't real.
No,
How
real
could you
bullshit.
actually be a real person and you have a camera, you can act real and know you have a camera in front of you running 24/7? Alright, that's bullshit.
Fools.
You know, and then they editing and cutting out.
This part and that part to make it look a certain way.
Yeah, so you know, like with me, like I say, we touched on this last week, I think. Like when you see me post on social media, I post most of the time for jokes. When I ain't posting for jokes, I post in with politics, y'all know. That's my field dealing with. I mean, in politics.
What about you, King, though? What you got?
What I hear about social media, I just don't like, they get too much thin-skinned people on social media. Every time you make a post and they feel away. Or, like I in a group, right? And you post something in a group. My opinion, you posting a bunch of shit, and they say, boy, why you doing this dumb shit? I read ya. And you want to start talking all this gun talk. To Facebook, you have too much fake gangsters too.
Yeah.
Fake gangsters and fake beauty queens. What this sick.
Yeah, but let me tell you one of the things I hate the most, and I don't know why people do it. Post up a picture of a sick child or someone with cancer or something and say, click like for one prayer or share for a prayer. Or the ones where they say, share this and Facebook will donate $5 for every share. That's the stupidest. Wait, I can't believe people on my timeline still doing that.
I swear.
You really think Facebook giving you any money for sharing something?
I see one.
Or click amen.
Yeah,
one amen.
Say stop and say. They say stop and say amen, and you're going to heaven.
Don't scroll
and
past.
if you scroll past, you're going to heaven.
Yeah.
Get your stupid. Hey.
People that do some dumb shit though.
And everybody under there, amen, amen, amen.
1,000 and something.
Some people.
Thousands and thousands of amen, amen, amen. Sometimes I scroll down to see if anybody say, y'all stupid as fuck.
I swear.
I do that the other day. I say, man, who's
looking-
make up this shit?
I just be looking to see if there's one person on there who would say, y'all stupid as fuck.
Bunch of jackasses.
That's the least you could do for this person is freaking type amen. You don't
The hell,
know the
amen.
for them. The person who originate the post trying to get traffic on their page. So the more you share it around, the more exposure they get.
Yeah.
That's all.
As all and people so foolish with this garbage, man.
I need to dry that.
You don't notice too, most people, you know, and they want likes and then they post something with God or Jesus.
Yeah. Fastest way to get attention.
All kind of attention. Oh, God woke me up this morning.
Or the ones with Jesus and the devil.
Yeah. Oh, it's Satan not today.
Ignore for Jesus.
Yeah. No, like for Jesus.
Ignore for the devil.
Yeah.
Like for Jesus, ignore for the devil. Oh my God.
I been in there a long time then.
I serious, boy.
I'm telling you, man.
I just want to delete people for them when I see people. I ain't gonna lie.
Yeah, me too.
I just want to delete you for that.
You
I
don't-
done delete people for things like that.
You know what I say about social media? You get too much of these, and that's different setting.
I don't delete people for what y'all delete people for. I delete people for posting gore. Gore. I remember one time it was on video of this woman
Posting.
gory stuff. Like this lady.
What you mean by that?
I think it was in Mexico where
But it's
the
cutting
woman-
off the head.
Yeah, the woman.
Oh,
the
yeah, I
husband.
don't like things like
the
that.
woman husband must he cut off her head. And
Yeah,
I was like,
I don't like things.
why you all? Why you think people want to see that? At least put a disclaimer
Caption,
on it
yeah.
to say what it is.
Yeah, I don't.
But I hate that. I delete people for flicking. I delete people for shit like that.
I delete people who look like they're always in the drama too.
Yeah, they always saying some kind of mix up.
Always,
They trying
when
to.
they are, especially on Instagram, when you have one person who just keep flooding your timeline with these sad posts like they're going through some shit in the relationship.
Always knowing they getting you something.
Oh man, I
And
see
not
that.
only that, a lot of times they just be repeatedly getting you things
Yeah.
and posting
Through
it.
the same scenario.
Yeah.
And with the same people.
When you can learn.
I don't know, but I that shit is annoying me. But we can go ahead and wrap up this episode. I want to shout out to Nessie for coming through. What is her anybody remember that?
Pink Dolphin Gang.
Yeah, that's right. Pink Dolphin Gang. I was just going to go look it up. Shout out to her. Instagram, Pink Dolphin Gang. Y'all know where to find us. Jamal.a.k.s on Instagram. That's me. Shango_36 IG. Shango Woodside on Facebook. That's him. Dati King on Facebook.
Yes.
And King Touch on IG. That's a little social media for y'all. Like I say, hit us up, questions, comments, criticism, whatever, and then skin around,
Yeah.
So once again, from the potted room, we want to say you all have a safe week. You all continue to be blessed, and we'll catch you all again same time next week. Y'all take care.